No. Time for some thumbnails. And we're with a pretty wild soundtrack right now, you know? Maybe we should do like dreamy, although I like Doom, but it's not a dreamy thing. Let's see what kind of dreamy soundtrack we can have. Dreamy. Let's see, Soul Calibur. No. 14 minutes? No. Songs of Scar? No. Ooh, Dark Souls? That's right. The chatter. Whoa. Hello, Bonclor. Thank you for coming by. We're about to do some warm-ups, and we'll then do drawings in white ink. How are you, my friend? Welcome. Thanks for coming by. So during October, we've been doing a lot of light on black. What's Vortober? It's my take on Inktober. So I made my own prompt list, and I've been drawing every day of the month in white ink, like this. See? So all of these are based on the prompts that are on the list. So we've been already doing 16. Today's the 16th drawing. See? Thank you. I'm glad you like it, and thanks for coming by and following me. Thank you. You know, see, this is what we've been doing all this month. We're just kind of like playing around with white ink on black paper and doing whatever we can with the word, you know? I'm doing phenomenal. Thanks for coming by. I'm doing even better now that you're here. How about you? How was your week? Are you also an artist? And if so, if you want to share with us your work, let me know. And just put it on the chat, on the link. As long as it's safe for work, you know? If it's not safe for work, I mean, I personally don't care, but you know? But I always start off my day with warm-ups. So I go to Pinterest and whatever comes up on my feed, see any of these, and then we'll pick random posters to fill up the page. Once we fill up the page, we move on to actually doing the illustration for the day. But warm-ups are important. How about you? How are you? Right now I'm doing like an exercise so I don't have so much sketchy lines. And this was the head always make it sketchy just because I don't know. But other than that, I try to make it not sketchy just to make sure that I don't get too used to it, you know? I mean, I'm trying to get more confidence in my lines, to be honest. My week, I haven't been to school the whole week. You know, it could be a good thing. Other than stressing about homework, I'm doing great. Nice. I'm glad to know. And again, thanks for being here. What kind of homework do you have that you're not worrying about? Is it like something that you at least enjoy, like from a subject that you like? My favorite subject when I was in high school was photography. When I was in college, it was philosophy. And now, you know, I can just learn about those. What up? Good morning, Arna. Welcome back. Morning. I'm getting ready to head out to make deliveries, but wanted to show. So here for a few first. Thank you for being here. Math, geography, and literature. There's a bunch of homework about that piled up. Ah, feel you on that one. How's your day starting off right night? And thanks for coming by. I'm just doing my warm-ups for today before we start doing the actual drawing. You know, so just throwing lines around, not being too precious with them, because sometimes I get too precious, and that's not the point. You know, the point is to get the pose done. hair because just hair. I rarely render the hair because it's all about the figure for me. But sometimes you kind of need the hair because arms are sometimes behind the hair. Regular classes. Regular classes. You know, regular classes are fun. They started off good so far. I hope yours is too. Mine too. Yeah, no, mine is. I went to walk my dog in the morning. Well, our dog, you know. And it was fun. I like walking the dog in early in the morning now. I find that it's nice to walk in the morning when there's less people out. Not because of the people, it's just like it just feels so calm outside, you know? And so I enjoy the calmness that the start of the day provides, you know? Then sometimes you have like a bunch of cars and whatnot, you know? It's different kind of vibe in the morning, you know? Like at 8:30 in the morning outside is pretty dope. Jenny, good morning. How are you? Welcome, welcome. How's your weekend? How's everybody doing? Thanks for coming by. I have some of a smoothie. Yummy. Okay. I usually have my smoothie made as I'm coming to work, but everybody was asleep and it's a Saturday, so I'm not gonna do it while everybody's asleep. So I left everything ready in the blender, and then told my mom to do it afterwards. I left the jar in the blender in the fridge though, because that way we can keep the frozen fruit frozen-ish. Oh man, this head is bad. I don't know what the hell happened in this pose. We're so terrible at this pose right now. But it's okay. We have to get these terrible drawings out in the morning, and before we actually do the drawing for the day, you know. Yeah, this is a terrible drawing. All right, move on. Well, like guys are fun, but I think it depends on the teacher too. Like they give you, or what they give you, and what they do in class. Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I used to hate history with a passion until I met my professor in college, Mr. D'Onofrio, who made classes feel like if you're going to do a storytelling session, because he would teach you history as if he was reading you a book, you know, like a storybook. Phenomenal. I would never be bored in that class. And every time that the time would be up, I would like, that's it, we're done. Boo, you know. My favorite dog walks are the early morning or starry nights ones. Yeah, our dog is much older now, and I can't walk as 80s dance drawing. Yeah, right. This is terrible. This is okay, but this is terrible. But yeah, draw. I love the morning dog walks too. The starry nights walks too. I do, but around me there's a lot more people at that time. And not that I don't like people, but my dog likes to bark at most other dogs. So I try. Whenever I find that a nook of time that there's not many dogs around here out, I'm like, yeah, that is cool. I love history, but at times I feel bad when the teacher starts calling out half the class for not paying attention. Oh yeah. I always felt bad about that. Like when the teachers are like doing their lesson, but nobody's paying attention, and like, bro, man, they're doing their job, and you're not doing yours. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. You've made my day that much better now. Alright, so hi Hellfire, welcome back. There's enough of me, Hellfire. If we're all friendly, we can all share. There's enough love to go around, you know? How are you, my friend? Welcome back. You know? Sharing is scary, but I can't be greedy. You know? It's fine, it's fine. Sharing is caring, you're right, but feeling that kind of like feel of greed, it's okay too, you know, as long as you don't act upon it. Because it's not like you're greedy, it's just, you know, you have a strong inkling to what you like, it's all, you know? Alright, better post so far. This lady is coming out better. She's not hideous. Right, how is everybody? How is everyone? I am doing phenomenal. Thanks for asking. I'm better now that you're here. But it's been a great day so far. You know, went for a walk with the dog in the morning. It's a nice chill morning too. So like the temperature is like nice. There's a little breeze going on. It's very gentle, but you know, kind of nice. You know, oh, better post. Alright, nah, man. And today's word is dreaming, so we're gonna do something dreamy. What will it be? I don't know. We haven't dreamed it up yet, but we'll draw it, you know? But we have to get through these short warm-up sketches first. Because if we were to draw now on the paper, then we have the risk of doing a very bad job. You know, you have to get all the bad drawings out of your system before you start. And the only way to do it is to draw. So what better way to start than doing warm-ups, you know? Dreaming is fun. I had some bad dreams last night. Glad they're over now. Oh no. Dreaming is fun, but you know, you know me. I can twist stuff. So maybe dreaming can be terrifying. But no, we're gonna try to make it dreamy, as in like a happy dream, but definitely with a surreal take on it. You know, we're not gonna just gonna put a regular dream. You know, what would we be if we just settled for you know? This one should have been a bit wider, but it's okay. This is not too bad, not too bad. Could have been worse, could have been better, but for what it is and you know what we accomplished, not too bad. Sure. All right, let's keep on keeping on. All right, here we go. What did you remember any of the dreams that you had that were bad though? Sometimes I like bad dreams. I've had sequential bad dreams, like one today and then the next day I keep going to the same place, but it's a different part of the dream. So we're still in the same place and the story just continues, which is kind of cool. But you know, it's like kind of watching the sequel to a horror movie and you're like, ah, fuck. You know? That being said though, I feel like nightmares are the best horror movies you have to watch, you know? There's no other way. Since you're having it, you have no other option than watch, you know? Well, last dream I woke up before the guy shoot me. That has happened to me. Oh man, I've been shot in my dream. And it hurt, man. I mean, I've never been shot in real life, but man, I remember pain. You've had like sequential dreams too, Hellfire? Sometimes I have sequential dreams that are cool, but most of the sequential dreams that I've had have been nightmares. I don't know what that says about my subconscious, but yeah. Well, apparently, my this artist that I follow on Instagram, and we're part of like the bots, like the Battle of the Sketches kind of like group. He said that my drawings for Vortober have given him a peek into my world, and it looks kind of like a scary place in my head. So you know what? It might be so, but it's kind of pleasant. You know, it's a very homey place in my head. It's a little twisted, sure, but man, ruin the arm. Ruin the arm. It's okay. We ruined the arm. Not too bad. Could have been worse, you know. Shoulder here. Actually, there's like foreshortening area, and foreshortening, we know it's kind of hard. Foreshortening. There you go. And then the hand is that. You go this way, while you go this way, then this. I'm sorry, man. You have a bigger booty than I gave you. The hip, the leggy, and the leggy over here. Okay, boom. Not too bad. Not too bad. And sometimes it's a repeat. Last night I got drenched while making my deliveries, but it ended up paying off. Oh man, it was really raining that last night. Here's gonna rain today. Later. You had a repeat nightmare. That kind of sucks. A rerun without even wanting to. Like, bro, if I'm gonna be scared, I want to be scared about something else. Although I did have reruns of a nightmare when I was a kid, that I was like in a bed, right, like a stone bed in a cave. So I was laying down here, you know, and then it was just like the stalactite or whatever, the things that hang from the ceiling. I'm there in the bed, in a stone bed, and then all around me there's this like mud people. I call them mud people because I couldn't figure out what they were, but they was just kind of like surrounding me and like slowly closing in and closing in and closing in. I was like, no. Raining hard, man. Until eventually I wake up. But sometimes I will wake up from the nightmare, but I would be afraid to open my eyes. So even though I was still awake, I would still see my nightmare. Wow. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's what I was. That was how I was. One day I'm gonna have to draw that exact dream. And that happened for a good couple of nights. The same thing. It wasn't anything new. It was just the mud people approaching me. And I was like, what the hell? Needless to say, I had a big fort of like plushies around me. Just like all over here. So then one time when I was having that dream with mud people, it was hot as hell in my home. But I was so terrified, so I had still like massive amount of like teddy bears and like stuffed animals all around me here, and then myself covered up to like here, and I just sleeping like this, and I didn't want to move, even though it was hot as hell. I was sweating bullets, and I was like, nope, not moving. The mud people are around, and I need the protection of my stuffed animals because you know they protect, you know. Best security system, plushies, you know. And that's what I did, you know. Best security system was the plushies for sure. But boy, was it a hot security system. Like, you know. And like I enjoy creepy stuff, like scary stuff, but I'm not a fan of actually going to watch movies that are scary. I'll watch them if they're here at home, but to go to the theater, I used to do it before. I was like, when you go to theater to watch a movie, a scary movie sucks for me because there's always that one guy that has to like laugh at a not funny area, but it's kind of like their coping mechanism with like fear. Then they're laughing. I'm like, bro, it's not even like funny movie, but I get it, but it's still annoying. I was like, yeah. I had one, and my mom tried to wash it, and his fur got ruined. No, big sadness. She put him in the dry. Oh man, man. Some stuffed animals, they can't be dried. It's true. Welcome back, Monclor. Thank you so much for coming back. What did you get? What were you eating? We're talking about reoccurring dreams and nightmares, or dreams and nightmares that you have that end up having a sequel in your head when you dream again. Not a bad pose. Not a bad pose. All right, touche. Getting a little bit better. We just have to get this foot done, and then the foot over here. Yeah, not bad. You were slightly traumatized by that? I mean, that would kind of be. It was a flatbread sandwich. I don't know how to explain it. Flatbread sandwich. Listen, flatbread and sandwich, good stuff in my book. Whatever you stuffed it with, hopefully it was delicious. 2 times bigger? Oh man. Now I'm hungry. You got me hungry. It's only 10. It's only 11 o'clock here in the morning. And I'm already hungry. Thanks, Moncler. But yeah, if you have had any sort of like nightmares or dreams that have sequels or reoccurring, I'm sorry. Don't be sorry. I'm gonna eat after we draw here anyway. I make a sandwich and it's like yumminess, you know? Alright, let's keep going. Oh, this is a cool pose right here. Check it out. This is gonna be a pose that's gonna challenge me for sure. Because talk about foreshortening and like squatty pose, man. I'm gonna show you guys after I draw it. I wanna make sure that I can draw it first. I mean, I'll still show you, but I'm already into it, so just look at the lines that I'm gonna be doing. This is the head, right? This is the head right here, and then this is the whole body. That's it. Done. That's it. This is it. That's the body. So now we're gonna fill in the blanks. How long have you been practicing anatomy? Just being able to copy poses perfectly. Oh, thank you. I mean, it's far from perfect, but I've been doing this for a while now. Like this type of exercise, kind of like just doing it for like about a month or so. In general, though, drawing poses, whew, man, I have over thousands of like drawings of poses. It's like way too many, but it's fun and it helps me get better, so I do it, you know. Sometimes I go like to streaks of like I'll be drawing bodies or people for like 2 hours every day for like about a month or so, and then I start drawing whatever I want, and then see what I need again, because I always find what I need to practice based on what I can't do, based on like, so if I want to like do a drawing that expresses whatever it is I want to express, but then the imagery in my head requires me to do, for example, like a woman, right? Like a lady. And this was happening before in the beginning when I started drawing, right? Like I didn't know how to draw men, but then I needed to draw women because my imagination was coming up with images that had women in it, and I was like, well, it looks like I gotta learn how to draw women. And then that's it. I had to start drawing women. That's how I started streaming actually too. By the time that I started streaming, I started doing women. And I used to draw a lot of fairies because I love fairies, and now I like drawing women, so it was a win-win situation, you know. That's how I like to learn about art, depending on what my needs are. So if I can fulfill my need, I can visualize. Like if I can bring my vision to paper, then it means I'm lacking somewhere, and we gotta fix that, you know. So But drawing anatomy for me was a tough exercise. You can't draw a single man. You can draw. I mean, if you try to, you could totally draw. Anybody could draw. The only prerequisite to draw is spending time drawing. That's it. You got the time, however much that would be, a day, then you can draw. And not even every day, because sometimes I don't draw every day. Don't push yourself to draw if you don't want to draw. Because if you're gonna draw and learn stuff, it's better to have like a good hour of like engaged learning than have like 5 hours of you just like dreading being there, because you're not gonna learn anything. You were miserable. How are you supposed to like memorize or learn what you were learning if you were miserable during it? All you're gonna remember is like, oh, I hated that thing. That's all you're gonna remember. But if like, you know what, I had a good hour, it was fun, then you're gonna be more likely to remember that. That's what I found anyways, through my ordeals. And also, you can't be precious with your art. If it sucks and you're gonna start over again. What's the worst thing that could happen? You draw another thing. Catch you later, buddy. Sorry I couldn't stay long. Oh, thanks for stopping by, man. Are you kidding me? Thanks so much. Good luck with your deliveries and have fun today, man. Have fun. Much love. I've been drawing for 7+ years. But have you been consciously trying to learn for 7 years? Because I've been drawing all my life, but I didn't start consciously trying to learn to draw until like 2-3 years ago, Well, a little more than that, like 5 years now. But still, point is that the amount of time you have been drawing doesn't necessarily equate to being better at it if you weren't consciously trying to improve. Which is not bad. You were just drawing for fun, which is great. But you can't judge yourself. Thank you. Well, there's me. Whenever I do this, I give you guys it's like me casting a spell, a positive vibe spell. So it's like when it goes here, it goes through the screen, and then and I always just describe it if you were walking at a boardwalk, or a hot day, but usually in the boardwalk they'll have like little like water mist, so you can walk through it and get like refreshed. That's what this is supposed to feel like. So when I go like that, and it goes through the screen, you're like refreshed. It's like this positive vibe going around you. Yeah, you just draw. There you go. Now you just have to consciously want to learn how to draw better, and that means you have to like be able to identify what you're lacking, and ask for help from people that you can trust, like Bobash Hero, Eric Bowman, phenomenal artist, man, great dude. Excuse me. He helped me a lot with my art because he had he used to do a stream every Sunday where he would give us something to draw, and then at the end he would give us a critique on what we drew, and I learned a lot. He actually felt something awesome. He would tell me like, yeah, this is what you're doing, you should do better of this, more of this and more of that. And man, that helped because I improved a lot after having been on his stream for a bit. But you always have to find people that you can trust with feedback, because feedback is good when it's honest, but it's bad when they're trying to be purposefully mean, And it's really hard to kind of like thread that needle, because honest feedback sometimes can sound mean, but you have to know how to deliver it. Because if you're having if somebody's gonna tell me like, oh, your line sucks, they can be like, man, you suck at drawing, or they can tell me like, listen, your lines lack confidence. Oh, okay, that's a lot different and a lot easier to digest or assimilate, then man, you suck at drawing, you know? This is a weird pose. It's a pose from below the person. And sure. And I always try to do these weird poses because I'm bad at skewing the body, you know? And so if I draw weird poses, it's like half the work is there already. I'm getting used to it, and I did a pose. And all right. And then we're almost done. Then we're gonna do the actual drawing in a bit. And that's when the magic will eventually happen. How do people study an art style? You literally just draw from the person you want to learn from. So you look at their work and then start trying to draw how they do, how they did it. And then when you're drawing it, you know, like for example, like let's look up like Frank Frazetta, right? Which somebody I have to start learning how to draw from, just because he has good usage of like black negative spaces, and I'm terrible at using negative spaces. But let me show you. Let me show you what I mean. At least this is how I've studied other people in the past. Alright, boom. For example, you know, oof, we have hard thing, but anyway. Like you see this drawing right here with the horse and everything, right? I mean, it's very tiny, but whatever. When you have this drawing, so you try to copy it, and then you try to understand why they use like black over here, you know? Because like there's a light coming from this side, so then the lighting should shine all over this here. And you can also start like noticing how they did the shading, if it was like cross hashing, you know, or if it was like a section and then they colored it in, and then they did like feathering on the side, you know. So you have to just kind of like look at how these artists that you are looking up to did their process. I also used to watch a lot of time lapse. It is a theft or considered rude to study another artist's style fully just because I like it. No, because if you're just studying the person and not trying to like copy a drawing that they did and then make it your own, like, you know, sell it as your own, then you're not stealing. You're not taking it from them. You're using their style to learn. Like I used to draw a lot from Akira Toriyama, you know, the Dragon Ball Z people. And at the time in the school, it was to my detriment because my professor, my teacher, eventually ended up drawing very much like Akira Toriyama. And then my art teacher thought that I was copying cartoons because all my characters looked like they belonged in Dragon Ball Z. But I never copied, you know, I never traced. But that being said, whenever you study an artist, don't only stick with one artist. Because if you only stick with one artist, you're just going to become a lesser version of that artist. Which is learn from as many artists as you can, and don't worry about your style either. You'll develop it on your own. Just develop a sense of like be good at knowing how to draw things that you want, in the sense like, you know how a box looks when you look at it from below, you know. You know, so it's like the below part, or if you want to look at it from the side and it's kind of skewed and it's going to the back, you know. Simple shapes, you know. Primitives are good. Primitives are circles, triangles, rectangles. Any simple geometrical shape is a primitive. Like on 3D modeling, you use primitives to do a lot of stuff. But yeah, don't feel like you're gonna steal. If you like somebody's work and you want to be better and you want to kind of have some of that pizzazz that whoever you're looking at has, then go for it. And this is a bad leg. Well, this is supposed to be wider. And the arms over here. Like the drawing that I showed you with the horse, that's from my list of drawings from Frank Frazetta that I'm going to start copying. Not because I'm going to be like, yeah, this I did it, is because I want to understand how he used to shade his work. Because I am bad at using negative space. Sure. This was a bad post, but it's okay. Alright. Now we're getting closer to the end. Not to the end, but to the goal, you know? I usually like to do some thumbnails for my idea because that way we can iterate quickly and in a manner that you're not precious with your art. That's key, man. Don't be precious with your art. Do not be precious. Even if you're like 90% done but you're still not happy with it, fuck it. Start again. Start again, man. Again, worst case scenario, you have two drawings that you made. You know? You can't settle with your art, man. You can't. So that's why I do a number of thumbnails. The way I know that I didn't settle for any one idea, at least I gave it a try to different ones. So now we're gonna do dreaming. Let's just look up the definition for dreaming, you know? Not that we don't know what dreaming means, but looking up the definition kind of helps. You know? Present participle of dream. Yeah, obviously. Association of images or fantastic ideas present in the mind during sleep. The sleeping state in which such images occur. Yeah? We get like ideas from like the sentences that they use. That which is presented to the mind by the imaginative faculty, though not in sleep, a vision of the fancy, especially a wild or vain fancy. A noise, especially a joyful noise, jubilation, music. Alright, so images or fantastic ideas presented in the mind during sleep. You know? I mean, it takes some doing to get to the image, but we will get to the image. Like, for example, yesterday, the word was inquisitive. And this is what we drew for inquisitive. You know? So we get there eventually, no matter how weirdly vague the word is. You know, I just noticed I'm gonna have to open up the pad of paper, all of it. Anyway, did I use all of it? Did I? Yeah, I did. Oh no, I have one more. Woo, one more. It says 15 pages, but we get 16. They give you an extra one. Because this is the 16th drawing, and we still have a paper, you know? Alright. So let's do the thumbnail. Thumbnail for images presented while you're asleep. And this thing, man, come on. Don't pull back so much. There you go. And we draw with this. When we get to the black paper, this is what we draw with. Dip pen. This one. Very snuggy. And then we use this pencil to do the sketch. But we'll get there soon enough. Now, to ideate, to iterate on ideas. Okay, dreaming. Alright. What if, right? What if we have a face, or like the makings of a face, and they're sleeping? You know? Alright, they're sleeping. But then here, instead of eyes, we have the face fully open. We kind of see inside it. And then in here, we have a little like kind of scene going on. You see still the same face. And this is not going to make much sense to you guys by just looking at it. But this is how we always start the process, you know? And if you guys have any idea of how you would represent dreaming, just let me know. I mean, that sometimes that helps me also. like yesterday's piece, it was I was talking to Energy on the chat, and then she mentioned a bookworm. So then the book became part of the drawing that I did, and that's how we arrived at the picture, at the drawing, you know. Then kind of like here open, and then it's just dream. Let's see what else. And this is all gonna be black, obviously, you know, black. Let's see what else can we do. Dreaming, dreaming, dreaming. We could also have, because dreaming is in the mind, you know. And also, while I'm doing these thumbnails, given that we're using black paper with white ink, I've been trying to simplify the lighting setup to use just one light source, one point of light. That way it's easier to draw where the light is being shown on. So that's also what goes into my head when I design a thumbnail. So here, this one, if we would have ended up going with this one, I would probably put like the light coming from within the mind itself, kind of like the dream is seeping out, and then that would have lit the face. Yeah, so then how about if we do sleeping, but like sitting down sleeping, right? Kind of like if you're in a bus or like and you're sleeping, and then your head is just kind of having like an adventure of a lifetime, you know. So there's like the person's head, and the nose, and sleeping, head, neck, these are the shoulders, you know. And you see how like crappy my drawings are in this stage, you know. We're just kind of trying to see how it looks, and then kind of have something going on here, maybe like images. So like I don't know, something going on. Maybe he's flying, so we can draw him like flying. You know, because he wants to like fly. That's his dream. You know, whee. You know. Let's see what else. Let's see what else. Maybe dreaming. Let's look up a bit of pictures with the word dreaming. Let's see what comes up on Pinterest. We need some like stimulation, you know, further massage to the brain. Oh my goodness. There you go. Wow, really? Oh, you know what? Lucid dream. Let's see. Google, and yeah. Excuse me. All right. Let's grab some references, and I'll show you what my references are in just a moment. All right. I like this. I like this pose, even though it's not necessarily dreaming, but I like the pose. Ooh, I like this imagery. Love that imagery. Okay, now let's look at lucid dreaming, you know? Lucid dreaming. And then, yeah, I like that too. That one too. Yeah, that one too. Apparently dreams are very short, about like 3 seconds. Yeah, that's what I heard, but sometimes they feel long as hell, man. Sometimes when I dream, I'm like, damn, that was a while. Like, if I retell a dream that I remember, it's gonna be a lot longer than 3 seconds. But I goes to show you, you know, like time is subjective to your experience. Okay, I think I have it. Well, not have it, but I have enough references, and I'll show you what my references are right now. Well, not right now. Let me sort them out. Let me move them around, and I'll show you what I've gathered. And the references that I get are not necessarily because I'm going to use them all. It's just kind of like just to create a mood and like it's something to kind of like keep me going in the same direction that I want, you know? So if I feel like I'm lost, I look up like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that's where we're going. But that's how I use my references. They're not like, we're going to copy this, you know? All right. So there's so I don't understand how in the world my brain manages but to just make stories that I go through which feel like hours long, but it's just a few seconds. Your mind's a beautiful thing, man. Your mind can do a lot more than you think. There's gonna be our board, our mood board per se, you know? I want to go for like this ethereal kind of weird feeling. So I like this kind of like big hand in being the mountain, or like this face is kind of like dissolving into like clouds, or this one over here, you know, like kind of with the galaxy in your head, you know. I like the stuff like that. So we're gonna try to channel that into here. But you see, these two were just made with imagination. Fine, we're good. And now we need some more stimulation, you know. Like, I love surreal stuff. I love the weirdness of like when somebody creates and it's something that doesn't abide by like the reality that we're used to, you know, and it's just kind of like plays with your expectations. You never look like yourself. Who do you look like? Do you become like a weird entity? Are you energy? Or maybe it's just like closed mouth and smiling. It's not as creepy. Not as creepy. It'll be creepy regardless, but. Hello, Kitsune. Welcome back. How are you? Yeah. I thought I had missed something, but no. This one over here is kind of like the head over here, right? And then there's a walkway coming from the head, so you're coming out of this head, and there's somebody kind of probably following like a bird or something, right? And they're like, "Whoa, look at that bird, man!" You know? And they're coming from here, and then the face is kind of like, yeah." All right. I just got up from bed. Nice. Welcome. Yeah, nice. Well played. Touche. Right. Done with the smoothie. That was breakfast. Breakfast is a fruit smoothie. Are you ready for tomorrow, Mr. Kitsune? Yeah, tomorrow's your first day, right? Okay. Also, we're drawing dreaming. So since you're just getting out of bed, if you have any dreaming input, let me know. If not that, then I just have a weird Oni mask for some reason. Ah, that's cool though. You're like this like fluid entity in your dreams, you know? Oh, I have these. These are awesome. If you guys have like Trader Joe's wherever you guys are. Well, I mean, the sunflower seed butter, I like it better than the peanut butter. So these are like peanut butter cups, but with sunflower seed butter instead of peanut butter. Delicious. Alright, dreaming. I think an Oni is a Japanese demon. I think so. I was actually thinking of Oni Now after you said it, I was like, maybe I can use that. And maybe why not? Why not use an Oni mask? Or we can draw from the Oni mask. I like the wolf Oni masks. I like those. Or the fox looking one, you know? You know what? Maybe a mask could be part of the drawing, you know? Maybe the mask. Okay. Oh, let me clean my nose. Hold on. Nose cleaning time. Okay. I had to clean my nose. Neither was dirty, but you know, just I felt like I had to like just blow my nose. All right. What if it's upside down, right? So like we have the chin here. There's the chin. There's where the nose is. I mean, we'll figure it out later by using references for this. You know, and then we have like the head, right? Then here, so yes, they're sleeping. Nose, and then here, just kind of like the world is pouring out of the head. I kind of like that upside down world pouring out of the head. And then we can have like a person looking back, kind of like over their shoulder, right? And then in their head, and they have an Oni mask. And then this face is gonna be blank. So it's kind of like, you know, underneath the mask, they could be anybody they want. Alright, that's a good idea so far. Let me bring you back down. Yeah, back down. Let me bring you down. So you guys can see. Let's see. We have to get more stuff here. And usually we end up doing something that's like an amalgamation or like a mix between images. Yes, it is a Japanese ogre monster. Demon thinking about that. But I like the idea of a mask, you know, since you have made your way into the part of the drawing now, Boncolor. You have influenced my creation. What if, right? What if? Hear me out. What if? And right, sleeping, right? And the other hand is kind of like over here underneath the pillow. Pillow's here, right? But then they're sleeping, and then over here we have like a giant mask about to be placed on their face. Is being placed by a hand. How would you grab? Alright. That's kind of creepy. Yeah. Hello, energy. Welcome back. How are you today? Good morning. A blank or nostalgic room. Those appear quite a lot in people's dreams. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a black room regardless because we're gonna be in black paper, and all we're using is just white ink, you know. I mean, white ink. What up, Quacksard? Hello from the other side of the world. How are you in the YouTube-ness? Thanks for coming by on the YouTube-ness. I'm also on YouTube right now. So whatever makes, I'm good. I'm doing phenomenal. Thanks for being here. I'm even better now that you're here. Even better that you're on YouTube. Sorry that you guys can't see each other because I haven't installed the thing to make both chats appear together. But we'll get to that. But I read the comments out loud so everybody would know what I'm talking about. We're drawing dreaming so far. So these are my sketches or my thumbnails so far. Yes, I'm double dipping because I'm slowly trying to transition from Twitch to YouTube. So right now it's just a bunch of like streaming on my YouTube channel, not many videos. I have like some time lapses, but it's under the same name, Vortober. All right, dreaming, 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 dreaming. One more. Let me see. Let me just kind of like dive into my head a little bit. Okay. Okay. Make it a little more like maybe like I don't know. It's gonna have like a different impact right now. We're gonna have like this guy kind of floating in midair, right? Or this person doesn't have to be a guy. You know, kind of floating there, like legs all over the place, and all over the place here, and then here we're gonna have the head. You know, I mean, we can do it better, but like the head, have it here, and then sleepy, so like the head opens up, and then the person comes out, and then we can do like a cloudy background, kind of like insinuating clouds, right? And then the head over here. I like that too. I like that too. Let's see what else. Two more or one more at least. But I like this idea. I like this idea. And I like the mask idea too. I don't know if I'm gonna incorporate it now, but I like these two. These two are like kind of jiving together so far. And I'll show you how when we get to the black paper. But I'm gonna try to do one more just so I can make sure that I want these and that I'm not settling for it. Hello, Blue Sapphire. No, Sapphire X. How are you? Welcome on the YouTube side of things. How are you? Thanks for coming by. My name is Vor. We're doing too close some time. Quite a while. My phone is laggy. Shower, nice. Shower is good, Mr. Kasune. Showers are good. Showers are very nice. You get up. Is you Bonclor them? Is that you? Eye blue? Eye blue. I think I know what I'm gonna start making videos on, but I haven't gotten it yet. But if you guys have any questions that you want me to do a video of, also a possibility. Alright, one more thing for dreaming. And then we can mix these two, because these two are pretty dope so far. In my head, they're pretty dope. I'm doing phenomenal. Thanks for coming by, Sapphire X. Or is it Blue Sapphi? Can it be Blue Sapphi? I'm even better now that you're here, though. So if I was doing phenomenal, now you're here, even better. Imagine how good I'm doing right now. I hope you're doing as good as I am right now. Okay, one more, and then we move on to the black paper. And usually I try to make one that's kind of weird. Well, not weird, but kind of like outside the thing that we did. Sleeping, like drooling a little bit, you know? And then the hand here, and the cover. That's it. There's gonna be our great dreaming illustration. That's it. The beard is. Apple, what up, Apple? Welcome, Apple. Thanks for coming by. All right, we're gonna do these two together in one paper. So I'm gonna be drawing on this black paper. As you know, there's paper, but it'll look like nothing for a bit. Just for a little bit, you know, it'll look like nothing. But there's paper here, and I'm gonna be using the white pencil to make a sketch. Absolutely gorgeous. Thank you. Look at that, boom, boom. And just so you know what it looks like when we're done, something like this, you know, something kind of like this. And there's only void. That's right, between them. We create from within the void. All right. So let me sharpen it really quick, and then we're gonna start doing the sketch. And I guess, like I said, the sketch is not gonna be too noticeable for you guys, but just trust that in like a couple of minutes we'll have a cool little, the more black than color black itself. Yes, the void is the blackest black. I mean, there is one ink that I would love to use, Pentablack or something like that. The blackest ink ever, because it absorbs 99% of all light. And that's what black is. Black is just the, like, it absorbs everything. So any light that gets in there doesn't reflect. Because this is red, because in the spectrum of like light, everything but red gets reflected off of this. I mean, anything but red gets absorbed. Only red gets reflected on this surface. So the light wave that creates red is the only thing that doesn't get absorbed by whatever this material is, and that's why we see red. Or, you know, colors. The colors, Duke. The colors. Okay. Here we go. Okay. We're gonna have a face of a person sleeping. That I need. Give me 1 second. Let me look up one, and then we'll. Because there's gonna be a face, a person, and cloudy stuff. And that's gonna be you dreaming. Again, we're jumping into my not comfortable zone. But how do you have a blue shirt on your face cam, but in the hand cam, art cam, you see these are... Oh, because of awareness. I did it on purpose, so my hands look kind of like they're floating. You know? I want it to be like, oh look, hands are floating around. You know? And that has to be independent of what shirt I'm wearing, yeah? That's why it looks like that. Alright. Let me get a person sleeping so we can get up bed. Perfect. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, my hands, they have gotten compliments before, so thank you. I appreciate that. Alright. Hey, today you guys are being too nice to me. I get all blushy now. I'm gonna go out later, just because I'm gonna go out now, and I'm like, yep, that's right. Hands are hot, you know, stuff looking good. Just kind of strutting around. Alright. It was a cool idea. I still really like the floating hands. Me too. Thank you, Energy. I love the idea of it. It looked nice in my head when we first started, and then after now we've used it. Yes, I am. Not just new hands, of course. Hey. Yes, I am single currently. You know. Okay, here we go. Just bear with me for a few moments while I create the sketch, and I'll show you the sketch as it progresses, so you can kind of see what I'm doing instead of just staring at the blank void for such a long time. But it'll soon become something. At least that's what we're trying to achieve, you know? And I'm drawing right now a upside down face. Why not turn the paper? I don't know. I don't know. I figured why not just draw it upside down? Challenge myself. Again. You know? Nothing grows in your comfort zone. Me, straight, heterosexual, but I'm friendly with anybody, with everybody. I have family and friends that are part of the LGBT community. So I am cool with people of any camp. Where's my see? Yeah, I had like even my Switch case has like a pick 1 through 3. 1 through 3? What do you mean? Why am I picking 1 through 3? Okay. Why do I picking Mr. Kitsune? Yeah, so it's just for anybody that's on the YouTube side or on the Twitch side, just know that I am streaming right now because I'm making a transition to YouTube. Would I date a trans? I'm not sure. Not because I have anything against trans people, but you know, I don't know. I want the hardware underneath to be compatible with mine. You know. Other than that, I have nothing more, no other reason why. Beyond that, yeah. Like I can't deny my sexual tendencies, you know. All right. Don't like this. So far, this is what we have. I mean, here. See, there's a head, and then there's a body. Don't like the body, so we're gonna erase the body. One, because it became too big for the purpose of this piece, and two, the angle was wrong. Oh, two. I'll pick two. Is that what I'm picking? All right. Here we go again. I hope number 2 was good. How are you, Apple, though? How was your week? How was your week? Because today's Saturday. I get confused. If I'm streaming every day, I get confused about the day that I'm in. Because my normal streaming days are Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. But my head is like, oh, it must be one of those 3 days. Even though we know we're streaming every day. But, you know, force of habit. I've been doing it for over a year. And that's my schedule, you know. Number 2 is alright. I'm picking the kaleidoscope shirt. My week was the worst. The worst? No way! Mine was pretty awesome. Thank you for asking. I mean, it gets better now that you guys are here and then I'm talking to you, Apple. Hopefully it gets a little better, Apple. You know? It's not cool to have a shitty week. Nobody deserves a shitty week. So. Alright, much better body position right now. We're getting there. And I'm going to show you guys exactly what it looks like right now, which is better. Okay, look at that. Bam. So you see this person's kind of like looking upwards, laying down, and then whoop, the head at the top. Low energy. I figured out how to teleport. And I am here now. Nice. Teleportation successful. Did you keep all your limbs intact? Did they stay where they were? Your axolotl died because of your brother. I'm not familiar with what an axolotl is. I'm gonna look it up. I'm even butchering the name. Axol. Oh, here we go. Aww. He died. It died. So cute. I'm practically angry and sad at the same time. That's terrible. Aww. Look at him. I love these. I mean, I didn't know what they were called, but I knew of them. Look at these guys. It's adorable. Hydrate? Absolutely, I'm gonna hydrate. Mine is lonely without friends. I'm used to it because I never had many real and IRL friends anyway. And friends are good, but you don't have too many, you know? Have enough. Have enough to have your tribe. And a kaleidoscope shirt sounds cool. It is a cute fella, Apple. Almost extinct? Aw, oh, man. And your brother helped the extinction process too. Hopefully it wasn't intentional. I mean, I'm pretty sure it wasn't. Is it hard to take care of them, Apple? Of the axolotl? I don't know, axolotl? Right? And are they freshwater? I don't know anything about them. That's what I'm asking. Are they freshwater or salt water? Kaleidoscope shirt is blue. Nice. High five. I like blue and I'm wearing too. I'm going to go to a craft fair today. What? That's awesome energy. Craft fairs are always fun. I haven't been to a craft fair in a while. In ages, like years. And now let me do the head and the top, and then we'll start drawing with ink. And that's when the magic happens. Just putting the hands here first. And then we'll get to the head. And when we get to the head, it's when when we get to the ink, is going to be wow. I'm going to try to do it. The axolotls from, from Minecraft. Very sensitive. Oh man. They look so cute. They literally look like Pokemons. The axolotls. But are they freshwater? Or salty water? Alright, I guess I ended up turning my head around. I mean my paper around. But it's for the sake of the drawing. What if upside down wings? No. No. Alright. I think we'll begin. Hold on. Alright. Done. They don't look real. That's true though. Freshwater, nice. Yeah, they don't look real. I can tell you, like when I first saw them a while back, I thought it was actually like something somebody made to make it look like a Pokemon, because it wasn't a Pokemon. Alright, so now we're gonna make sure that our ink, it's nice. I'm using the leader ink right here. But this number 2, it's really thick, so if you can get number 1, it's a lot easier to use. So I use this with a bit of water and I dilute it. Salty water. Anything can be a Pokemon, says Mr. Kitsune. I mean, that's true. Have you seen those? I mean, not depends on where you are, right? But here in the States, there was a bug that got here. I don't forget from where. That looks so pretty, but it was supposed to be like they were asking everybody to just kill them if they see them because they're dangerous to the fauna here, like to like our wildlife. And that bug could have definitely been a Pokemon because it looks so pretty, and it's big too. But I killed 2 of them. I didn't like it at all. I felt so bad killing it. I think, is that what it's called, Mr. Kitsune? Murder Hornet? I mean, you're in the same side as I am, so you definitely know what I'm talking about, I think. The one that they had like an app and everybody was clean, you know? Okay. I don't know, I'll show you. It's kind of like reddish with dots. Okay. So here we go. Here's when you guys are going to start seeing something. First, we're going to do a very quick pass of ink. And it's going to give us like a more finalized sketch, if you will. You know? So, still kind of loosey-goosey because we don't want to commit too hard with this thing yet. I'm kind of like just throwing down some lines. Still being very much aware of what my light source is going to be, and I'm going to use the inside of the head to be the light source, which should give me like a pretty cool source of light. I also heard that Anne named Axolot is based on a god named Solado. Apparently, that's why they can regenerate their body parts, even at the ice. Even the ice, damn. But I don't know if that's true. But go, good luck to you and your inking endeavors. Thank you, Energy. Have a lovely rest of your day. Have fun at the fair. I look forward to seeing what you get if you want to post on like stories. I'm nosy. But yeah. Totally, totally have fun. Much love. Aww. YouTube emojis are, yeah, most of them are cute. I mean, they've gotten better because before they didn't even have much to begin with. Oh, you see something there already? You're looking at the stuff. After we make this first pass, then things start to materialize rather quickly. Almost knocked over the ink. Warren less, I choose you. Releases. I did knock over some ink though. Fuck. And I smudged it now. Great. Alright, whatever. It's off camera. Nobody cares. Over there. Absolutely, we need to save it. I would love to save all the in danger of extinction animals. Okay, here we go. Yeah, the first ones, the first lines of ink are kind of like very gestural, I feel like. But it's just so we can have a an idea of what's going on, you know? And then we can do some erasing later if we need to, like for the lines, using black ink. But my intention is to not, you know? Yeah, what? I'd like to let mosquitoes, leeches, and wasps die. I mean, mosquitoes, yes, totally mosquitoes can go. Oh god, I remember when I spilled a whole little bottle of ink. I almost did that one day. I think they're only going extinct in the wild. There are a ton of them in captivity. Oh, the exotol? That's nice. I like the fireflies. Is that what, like the lantern bugs? Are those what we mean? The fireflies? The ones that come out in the summer? Those are cute. Those are so cute. So cute. I used to catch him and play with him. And put a bunch of them in a bottle. Here. Okay. I think we're kind of good. Okay. That's as far as we're gonna go with the sketch right now. And I'm gonna clean it. Now that we're not finished yet, I'm gonna clean it now again. I'm gonna erase it. Everything that's in here. Because you know if you can see it, but like there's like a haziness to it. I'm gonna get rid of that haziness. And that haziness is just the white pencil that we left on the paper. I'm talking about the other thing. What thing? Oh, not oh. I don't know what the other things are though. No, I think yes. I'm very thankful that I did not spill the ink. I did once though, and it was during a stream while we were drawing, and I had just finished the drawing, and they're like, "Oh, that's good, great. Let me get that." And as I go like this, blah, all of it. It even got on my favorite pants. What? Yeah, ink. Yes, ink is a pain in the butt. Lantern bugs look like moths and jump by all over the place. Oh, I never seen the lantern bug. Even got on my favorite pants. Shouldn't have worn them while drawing with ink. Yeah, sometimes drawing with ink can be a very dangerous proposition. Alright, so now we're gonna start making the lines more. Come on, give me that ink, man. There you go. More pronounced. They're gonna be showing a lot more now, so brace yourselves for whatever may come. Because then we don't have an excuse. We don't have anywhere to go. Nowhere to procrastinate. It's just what it is, you know? Whatever comes out, and we just have to love it. The tricky part about this though is that I have to keep a constant attention on where my lighting is coming from, so that I don't use ink where I shouldn't, because we're trying to leave the black spaces that we need, stay in them, you know, keep them black, and then just show what we need based on where the light is, you know. Blah 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 blah. Then the ink started spilling off the desk. The amount of adrenaline and panic I experienced in that moment is insane. Yes, I totally can relate to that. Yes. Yes, these are horrible. I mean, they're the lantern flies. Those are the ones that have, I killed 2 of them. Those are the ones we should have killed, right? Yeah. So Mr. Kisuni on the Twitch side was talking about these, the lantern bugs. Not cool. I don't know. I don't know if you were overreacting or not, Apple, because when I dropped my ink, I was going nuts too. No, they no, call the National Guard. We need industrial sponges over here. Mayday, mayday, call blue. Man, forget it. It was chaos. Like an Amber Alert had gone off in my head. So that, yeah, I totally understand that. I'm doing these movements here because I want to define where the light lies on the, like, the thighs and whatnot. And the light is going to be coming from within the head, so we're going to have like clouds here though. Episode spilled ink inside Vorundale. Vorundles? Yeah, man. Spilled ink is not a fun thing, especially when you love ink, you know. And I love ink. All right. We're gonna have like the semblance of cloudiness around this guy, you know. We kind of move around a little bit erratically. Perfect. Perfect. What am I drawing? So this it's well, the prompt for today is dreaming. So this is a head that's upside down with an open top of the head. The head is gonna be sleeping, and then this guy or body person is gonna be lit up by the head. You love this type of arting? I love it too. I'm glad you like it. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Kitsune. If there's anything about this process that you guys want me to like break down on a video or something like that, let me know. Or anything, you know, anything that you think that I might have an answer that you want, you can tell me, and I'm like, all right. This process takes a bit of doing, but it's rather quick compared to like fully rendering something with color. Drawing with white ink, it's easier in the sense that since you're adding highlights in general, less is more, you know, you shouldn't overdo your highlights. So because of that, drawing with white ink is surprisingly quick. Once we get the main shapes down and everything, then it's just a matter of layering to get stuff like that. It is weird. I mean, I do weird a lot. All right, going to go fooding. Talk to you later. I'll catch your art on Instagram. Thanks, Mr. Kisune. Have a lovely day. Enjoy your fooding. And thanks for coming by. I'll definitely see you soon. I always do weird, Apple. Weird is my thing, you know? Like if I wanted to have something that's not weird, you know, there's plenty of other stuff that just gets made that it's very much not weird, you know? But I like to challenge your expectations. See where you fall, you know? Like my goal with my art is always to kind of like invoke an emotion, you know? And that's independent of what it is. It could be uncomfortable, sure. Or since it's a dream, it's random. This one has no meaning because I'm following a prompt list. So you know, I don't know if you're familiar with Inktober. I did my own version. I mean, my own prompt list called Vortober, and the number 16th is dreaming. So then I figured, how do I visualize dreaming, or what can I do with dreaming? The word dreaming, and I just figured, hey, this person was gonna be kind of like passed out in midair and being lit by the mind, because that's where your dreams come from in my head, in my thought process. So it's like, if you're dreaming, you're being like, your dream self is being conceived by your mind. So I used that to kind of like make the head on the top, and it's very like abstract in that sense, but that was my thought process, you know. But we love weird. In this stream, we always do weird. One of our nemesis on the stream is the color blue. So that's how normal we are. Not just any blue though. Indigo blue is the enemy of our world in this stream. Indigo blue who dared to plot against us. Alright. We need more ink, but I'm also gonna clean this because there's a lot of like dried up ink in there. I just need the tip to be clean because the tip, since the paper that I'm using is cold press, which means that it's a bit textured, and the ink, not ink, but the dip pen is a little bit sharp on the tip. So as I'm drawing, it starts picking up like paper fibers, and it tends to clog up the tip. And if that happens, then I can't do like fine lines. So throughout the process, I every now and then I'll dip it in the alcohol here that I have, and I'll remove the excess ink from the pencil. What's trumping me here now is that this head is the one that's generating the light, right? So that means that this part itself shouldn't be too lit, but I don't want to have it also be just black, you know. So we're gonna play around with it a bit. You know, we're gonna apply little streaks of light just to see how it's coming out, how it looks. And also notice that this forehead is way too big, but in the context of the picture, it doesn't really matter. Oh, come on. Give me that ink. Ink, man. Sometimes like the ink gets stuck. Like it's right there, but it's not at the tip, so then I have to like kind of force it out. There you go. This is the first year that I'm actually focusing on. Oh, we can do that. Yeah. I can repurpose this to make him the eyes, and then the brow over here. And again, I'm not even turning around the paper, which I should, but... Oh yeah, let me turn it around, because whoa. Boy, is it bad. Yeah, that's a bad face. We'll have to fix it. And I do apologize if I do go a little bit quieter, but I get a lot more quiet when I'm inking than when I'm drawing. Only because I get lost in the process of it. I love inking. And I fallen in love with dip pen, so inking, dip pen, it's just a recipe for me being very quiet. But I try not to, I try not to. But if it happens, that I'm not ignoring it, just I'm lost in the world of ink, and that's okay. It's okay to be lost in the world of ink sometimes. But I'm glad that we turned the paper around when we did. Because if not, it would have been bad. Right now it's okay. Not great, but it's okay. Okay, I think I got it. I think I got it. Like I got it enough that I can just keep on going with my layering of light. Because that's all it is now. It's just a matter of layering stuff over stuff in order for us to get the desired intent and the desired effect. Sometimes you can kind of get away with like putting your left line so you can discern something going on, but don't fill in the whole thing, you know? So you can kind of save the black spots, the negative spaces. Okay, so this one definitely has to be a bit brighter here. I think for this banner kind of part, where the crotch area goes. And then the light is gonna start slowly to fade out, you know, like once we get to this part, because the light's supposed to come in from here. But he's laying, so like if this is the light right here, fucking ink, or whatever. If the head is here, pointing this way, then the guy's kind of like falling away. So then this part where the feet are is gonna be a little bit less lit. Oh my god, we're gonna use black ink to fix that up. You know, pen, you're being a very big pain in the butt today. Trying to make some folds here. You know, trying to make the pants, they're like pajama pants, so they're kind of loose, you know. But we can't go too detailed on it. It's just kind of like to hint at it, but not give you the answer, you know. You know, we as humans, our brain like to figure stuff out on themselves, for themselves, you know. So I try to give you enough information for you to be able to discern, to like figure out on your own. You're like, ah, that's just pants. And then you're like, yeah, you had an aha moment. Dive into the dream. Yes, ma'am. Genie, you're absolutely right. Dive into the dream. Even though the dream got all like ink splatter, but still, dive into the dream. How are you feeling today, Genie? I'm making clouds here, but they're very thin so far because, again, better to kind of like build slowly. We have more control, and you get a better version of the clouds, yes. And all of the past drawings, I have a time lapse on TikTok. Same name. I'm behind a few videos though, but today I'm gonna upload the rest. Yeah, but I've been uploading every video to TikTok, so you guys can see like a quick time lapse. You know, you can see kind of like the clouds in there. The dream is happening, you know. We don't want to do like too much either. Like I'm doing different like layers of density of the markings, just so that we can have little like hot spots in the clouds in some places, you know. Like where the light it's harder or something like that, you know. And clouds are an uneven surface, so you kind of want to have like a lot of noise anyway. And you don't even have to do everything on the cloud either, you know. It's just kind of like make a ghastly formation and then let people figure out if it's a cloud or not. All right. I'm telling you, people in general, me included, we all, human beings, we all like to figure stuff out on our own. You just have to give you enough to figure stuff out from, you know? Now here we have to make sure that we have also some hot spots on the shirt that's closer to the face. That way we can intensify the light from its origin. And as long as you're like following that rule, I guess, like to kind of like build from the origin of the light, it doesn't matter how many markings you make, because if you're paying attention to that, then you're gonna make just enough in the right area, you know. Like the light on the shirt already kind of like being picked up a lot brighter in the middle, but you can still see that it falls soft towards. And since all I'm trying to make is noise, I don't really care my direction of my flicks. When you're like cross hatching, and yeah, you have to kind of make a conscious decision as to what angle you're gonna make the line, you know. And since all we're making is white noise here, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Because after that, we're gonna end up using some white pencil to kind of help it along. So. And some of that harder light on the pans. Not all of it, but in certain areas. And then we're gonna have to do like some fall off, you know? Alright, let's turn this around. I'll try, we have to use a little bit of black ink here. 5, sure. Just to cover this up. Are we still in the... No, we're in Skyrim. I knew we were not in freaking... I mean, I love Skyrim, so by all means, Skyrim myself up, you know? But if I'm going to listen to Skyrim, I want to go to Skyrim itself. I don't want to be like a list of somebody made. I don't know what's in there. I don't know if it's just game, because game music is okay. Not that I don't like any other type of music, but game music tends to be safer than most music types to stream. Come on. See that time? Alright, let me see that. Come on. You have to clean it again. Got too clogged with little like fuzzies of the paper. So we gotta clean it. Okay. Too much fuzz, you know, the fuzz got in the way. The fuzz got in the way. I mean, don't drop all the ink now. Keep some, you know, keep some pencil and pen. We're gonna create our orb of energy here. Maybe we can make it like a galaxy of sorts, you know? Yeah. A galaxy feels right. Because we can create a universe in our head, you know? And that's why I like art. At least my art is that, like, at least when I'm working on it. I mean, I can't like any other art in this way because I don't make it. But like, as I'm working on the art, then it starts to gain its own meaning, you know? Even if I start off with nothing in mind to make it mean it. But then you start like walking around, yeah, kind of walking around your piece, you know, chilling, paying attention to what's going on. And then you yourself start kind of like relating to what you're drawing, even though you probably had no idea what was going on in the beginning. And then you can extrapolate some meaning from it, you know? And, you know, I do believe that you can create anything you want, put your mind to it. So if the mind has a galaxy, I don't see it as out of the question. And create, you know? If you dream it, you can have it. Somehow, you know? Might not be how you expect it to be. You can have it like George Lucas, he created his own galaxy, you know? And now people just play around in that galaxy, creating their own stories. So yes, you can create your own universe, literally. And then people can play around with it. Look at this. This is looking kind of hot. Looking kind of neat, you know? Now we're going to put some dots here to make it look all starry inside. We might even spill the stars out. Maybe, you know? and it's fun. And it's cool, like how much you can do with white only, you know? I like doing stuff with limitations. You know, limitations force me to create stuff in different ways. Because having everything at your disposal, to me at least, sometimes is overwhelming. And it's just having everything you need or you would want. It's kind of like, whoa, what do I do? I can do anything, but what do I do? You know? When it's limitations, it's like, all right, well, I can only do stuff this way. How can I use that? And then instead of, it becomes more like, how can I use this in creative ways, you know? I'm trying to stay only on the edges that are facing the center. You know, see, look at this. Because it becomes like more of a game of pressure. Like, how much pressure do you put in your pen? How much ink are you going to let out? You know? So it becomes like this little game in my head. And this is one of the better galaxies that I've rendered somehow. The head is not going to have too much lighting, to be honest. It's just gonna probably stay pretty much like that. Now I'm just gonna start, hold on, I'm gonna make some more noise here, but I need to turn it around because it makes it easier to make the wiggly lines, you know. And just concentrate on different areas so you can kind of build these like hotspots. And then leave some stuff in the middle. Like the black, I mean, just leave darkness in there. I mean, you don't want to tell everything that's happening, you know? You're gonna let people figure it out. Or you can make the piece yours. Because the piece is only mine as far as like I'm working on it. When it's out, when it's done, it's no longer mine. I'm already done with it, you know? My conversation with a piece has already come to an end. We already made our world, you know? Now it's your turn. Okay, right now, put this aside. I'm gonna do some touch-ups with white pencil. And this is going on top of what's already the brightest spot. I'm just kind of trying to add a bit of a softness to those spots, you know? Kind of like a ghastly look to them. But, you know, I'm not... This gives it enough to make it smooth. You know? And the head can stay kind of like this because it's already enough for you to know that it's a head that's up here. But it's not getting any direct light, so I'm not gonna make it pop out as much. Because I put ink here in the top, and then somehow there's light bleeding to the top, and that's not what's happening in a physical aspect, you know. Even though this picture is weird, I have to follow some sort of like physical laws. You know? If like the light is encased inside the head, then the light is gonna be coming this way, not around. You know, there's kind of like the bounce light that is kind of lighting up this, but there's no direct light affecting it. We're just gonna do splatters or like stars, I guess. Yeah, why not? They're random enough. I'm gonna probably fix that one over here. I'll probably go over it. But the rest, they look kind of hot. You know, different stuff in the top, different stuff in the bottom. Let me see if I can do some. Yeah, they're very weird dots, but they're dots. Oh, I know what we can do. This is gonna be kind of weird. Yeah. Now it looks like more cohesive, you know. They're not just like weird dots on their own. It looks like it belongs to something. I do have to fix that one though. Too bright. Ah, too bright. Better, see? I gotta be careful with the inks that are kind of thick and they're not dry yet. This one could have been a better circle in general, but other than that, I feel like it looks good. Yeah, I have to get the hair a little more hairy. Well, that's it, I guess. Hold on. Oh, I thought I was gonna I was making a smudge here, but no. I'm sorry, I hit the microphone. Yeah, that's it, guys. That's it for today. That will be it for me. I will be back tomorrow, and we'll be drawing the word analyze. We're gonna be doing analyze. We're going from dream to analyze and then to walk. And then the 19th is gonna be bright. We draw with light. We're gonna be good. But that's it. Thanks so much everybody for coming by today on YouTube and on Twitch. It was a blast. I enjoyed myself quite a bit. I hope you enjoyed yourselves just as much as I did. A little bit more maybe. Or less, you know, but at least in the same range of enjoyment. But yeah, this will be it for today, guys. I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care, guys.